Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Monday, March 22nd, 2021. Like, what year is this? I'm James Lott Jr. It's a Super Organizer show. I'm James Lott Jr., the Super Organizer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here this morning talking about the concept of spring cleaning, as you saw in the title. I'm glad to be here. And, and I'll tell you guys something. I am feeling good, and I'm in my thanks and gratitude. I'm going to talk this. I'm wearing my glasses again because of my eyes right now. I'm just have to wear them. I am on the chat. If the chat roll is up, you want to say hello, please do. I don't know who's on this time in the morning. But so I live in gratitude and thanks for folks who actually watch this later. People are watching this, people are commenting. Thank you for that. Also, I have a series on TikTok called How to Super Organize Under a Minute. People have been actually commenting on that one too, my tips. So thank you. I live in gratitude and thanks for that. Also, this weekend, I'm coming out of the Moderna first shot haze. I live in thanks and gratitude to whoever thought up the vaccines. I got Moderna on Friday afternoon, and luckily for me, and I live in gratitude of this, the only thing that I got side effect wise was extreme fatigue. So I got tired. I'm always tired because I do 10,000 things, you guys know. But in this case, I think I'm looking at it now going, it was part of the drug, because I was going to bed like at 9 o'clock, which I never do. And sleeping all the way through the night. At one point, I think I slept 12 hours. At one point during the daytime, keeping my eyes open, was falling asleep. Soreness in the arm happened the next day. A little bit that night it started, but the next day it was sore the whole one day. I only had one day. Now it's not sore anymore. I can move it around. And when I say sore, it wasn't a shooting, throbbing pain. It was more of a just like it was there. Like it was just sore. I would say from 1 to 10, scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 3 in terms of pain. It was just very present that it was there. I didn't take anything. I had Tylenol just on the side, just in case. Didn't need it. It reminded me of my root canal. I had a root canal a couple years ago. They must say, oh my God, it's so horrible. My root canal was easy breezy, cover girl. I had no problems. I took some Advil afterwards as I was coming out of the anesthetic. They said, just have it anyway. But after that, I didn't take anything after that. They gave me like real heavy, like Norco and stuff. Never used it. Never used it. So I think it's really interesting, that was the case. So I live in gratitude that it was a very painless, mostly experience for me, this first shot. The second one's coming up in a month. A little nervous about that one. I've heard some things about that one, but I'm going to think positive again, and like there's going to be very not a problem. But either way, I will get through it because then I'll be vaccinated, and I can actually feel like a coat of armor of some sort. So it can help me. I know, like still can catch COVID, but I won't die. So I won't die from it. Where before I was told I would die from it if I got it because of my health conditions. So it's I'm just so happy. What's my post? I'm just so happy to be halfway there to see my friends and kids and grandkids, and I'm doing it for all of them. And I understand people are hesitant and some people don't want to take it. I don't shame people. It's up to you. Do your research, figure it out, and do what you can. So the concept of spring cleaning, I don't know where it began, to tell you the truth, like where this concept began, but I can get why it began. Spring is kind of a time of renewal, rebirth, regeneration. After a long, hard winter, my plants are starting to come back. I have trees that were barren, the leaves are coming back. My fig tree is coming back, my lemon tree, they're all coming back. I'm so excited. The flowers starting to bloom. It's been beautiful in Los Angeles. I'm sorry, folks, where else you're living, but in LA, it's been beautiful and wonderful. And it's all starting to come back and happen. So I get this kind of whole thing of, well, it's the same concept as you start on Monday. People want to start things on Monday or on Sunday. Some people think Sunday starts the week. Some think Monday starts the week. Or you start them in the morning to begin the day. Like there's this whole concept of finding a beginning spot. So I get where that is from. So for me, if spring is what gets you to start, then let's use spring cleaning. Let's use it. Now, using spring cleaning is for, cleaning your house, cleaning your spaces, throwing stuff away. I'm not the type of organizer. And there are a lot of organizers that are like me. The misconception is that we just want you to throw everything away. We know for a fact that that's not even, you can throw stuff away, you can still go out and buy it again. Having you throw out your stuff doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't. This is get my nerves. I'll take these off. I just have to have a moment, I guess. It's no problem because I have the ring lights and everything. I have my chapstick. Okay, I don't have that over here either. Dang, I'm not prepared this morning because I was in Moderna Hayes this weekend, so I'm not prepared, I guess, as I normally am. I just have my coffee. No, but it's very much this whole thing of you come in and just throw everything away. It's a Band-Aid. We know it's much bigger than that. And most organizers agree with me where it's like, no, we don't say just do that. You have to find out why you have stuff in your space. You have to look at why things are in your space. Are there things you can use? There's some things you just because you are busy, you grab the same things over and over again. You may use the same shoes, the same dress, the same pants, the same bags, the same mugs. We try to give you systems where I'm big on rotation. I rotate my mugs. I did a whole mug thing. You can see it on here. It's on YouTube. Mug organization where I have a whole list of mugs that I use. I'm looking at them right now. I have a shelf maybe 12 of them, and I rotate them. Shoes, I rotate them. So it's about making systems happen for yourself, but also go through and get rid of the ones that you're not using anymore or that are badly damaged or torn or ripped, that are too small or too big. It's about assessing, and I will say editing your spaces. And spring cleaning would be a great thing to do that. Spring cleaning also can happen because the seasons, drastically change in many parts of the world, where it's, the snow is going away now. So now it's going to be heat, or now it becomes raining season. Depending on where you are, it's actually time to really find those clothes and accessories that fit that season. So sometimes it's good to go, okay, well, winter's over. Let's go through, I say it's a great time before you put that stuff away, if that's where you live, where you can put it away, to go through it and see what's too stained, what doesn't work anymore, what's too small, go through it, and then put away the stuff that can be used next year. And also that helps you next year when you pull it back out. But you can also do it then too. Like, so now, the converse of that, you have summer coming, spring and summer. So you start pulling those clothes out. Before you put them all the way out, look at them. Does that still fit? Does that not fit anymore? Do you like that anymore? I mean, it's kind of like, what do you want to do with the stuff? Did you move since then? Are you in a place where there is no water? So you're not going to go to the beach like you used to. You're not in a beach city anymore. You're more inland. Do you need all that beach wear as you had before? I mean, things like that. You were in the mountains, but now you live in a city proper. Look at what shoes you have. Do you need those boots anymore? All that barbecue equipment. Do you now live in a small apartment where you can't barbecue? Do you need that barbecue equipment sitting in a storage unit somewhere? There's a lot you can start to go through as the seasons change. Now I'm thinking about that as I'm old, maybe about that whole there's a group called Expose in the 80s. Seasons change. See, that's all I can say, because I don't want to pay for it. But it makes you think of that song, Seasons Change, by Expose. Go to Spotify, you can hear what I'm talking about. But no, I think taking the concepts, I'm all about, I have a whole thing about taking your bad habits, making them work for you. I'm all about take this time period. If spring cleaning gets you excited, gets you moving, gets you grooving, to start against your stuff, why not? I mean, why not? Why not use this time to do it? Now, again, some people make big productions, and okay, this weekend, it used to be. Now, some people can't do that. So I totally understand that. Some of you out there, that's just too overwhelming. By saying, I'm gonna do the whole weekend, I'm gonna do it. Pick a day, pick a time. I'm always like, my motto, small steps lead to large rewards, right? Small step. I'm all about, okay, I have this stack of paper. It's all a stack of stuff. Start with this and just start going through it. Okay, I need this, throw that out, just start going through each of the papers. Get one stack down. That's a win. Stack down, done. You feel like you want to go so inclined, take another hour and hit another stack. Or leave that alone, go somewhere else in the house. I mean, there's no right way to organize and clean. Do it by room. You can do it by spot. But I'm all about sometimes small steps, because a step is a step is a step is a step. I say it all the time in the show. It's a step. So for me, it's like, well, this is drawer we want to get to. Do the drawer. And if that's all you do that day, congratulations. Good for you. It's a win. Then maybe tomorrow you'll do something else, or maybe next week. It's just one of those things where it's kind of like no one's telling you. You don't have to. There's no right way, wrong way. You have to. If any organizer tells you that, they're trying to sell you something. I'm just like, no. I'm sorry, my kids are on notifications. I'm just saying that there's no rule. Just pick something and start small. It could be your kitchen, one cabinet. Could be your countertop is not organized correctly for you. Look at it. Look at your countertop and say, is this working for me? Do these appliances need to be here, first of all? Am I using? That's a big thing, too. We have so many appliances for just in case, for things that are you using all of them? And if which ones do you use more frequently than others? Are you a toaster girl? Well, then have that toaster out front and center. If you barely use the toaster, maybe find a spot for it somewhere else, freeze up space on the counter, and have a place where you just pull it out and use it when you need to use it. My friend has a waffle iron. It was on the counter, but I'm like, how many times do you make waffles? So she was like, I've made waffles in 7 months. So it's taking up space on the counter. She still wants to use it. She does make waffles every once in a while, but there's two things you look at it. Do you make waffles have to have a waffle iron? If you don't, buy waffle iron, see you later. Give it to somebody who can actually use it, who makes waffles. Or you keep it, but find a spot for it that's out of the way, that's easily accessible, that you don't have to, that you can get to it where you can. But free up that space on the counter. That's the major thing. Free up the space on the counter. And that's where you start. That's kind of how you just kind of go through that. But again, it's a small spot. It's a spot that you use. We're all in our kitchens, bathrooms. Those two places we're always in. The bathroom. Start around your sink and start there. Start around your shower. I did that. I look at my shower and go, am I using all these shampoos? Am I using all these soaps? Are the soaps where they need to be? Exactly. I don't know. It's one of those things. So I say, everybody, please just look at that and go, okay, is that where it needs to be? Maybe not. Maybe it's not where it needs to be. So I think it's really it's just really interesting. I just dropped something. I don't know what that is. This idea of starting big or creating this big project, for some people, that is too much. And that's okay for being too much. So I say, start small, but you can use this time as spring cleaning to do it. That's my little message today for you guys. I'll be just spring cleaning. I've been cleaning out my second bedroom because I want to make it into something else. Little by little, I've got rid of a lot of stuff. I'm very happy. I passed out a lot of things. I just think it's time to go through. It's sunnier now. It's lighter later. I don't know what it is. It's easier to get into the garages and things. So that's what I'm doing. And I encourage all of you out there to do the same thing. So spring clean to your heart's content. Remember, spring cleaning can be any time of the year. Make sure I say that. You can have summer cleaning, fall cleaning. Let's make it into a word for every time, anytime you get started. Monday cleaning, Tuesday cleaning. And now we're starting to go back. Now we're starting to open up back again. It's another thing. We're not in our home. We're starting to get out of our homes now. We don't want to get back to a space. So many of you have gotten organized over last year because of the pandemic. You were home. We don't get back to a space where you're just like, I don't care anymore. I'm not home anymore. You want to keep it going. We want to keep the thing going, keep it happening. That's what we want to keep trying to do as we start to integrate back into life. We don't want it to fall by the wayside. Maintenance is the most important thing when it comes to organization. You start it, and that's hard too, but once you start it, it's actually keeping it going. But I believe in all of you. You can do it. You all can do it. We can all do it. It's just, like I said, just start small, fine. And then those of you guys who want to do a big thing, you guys are like, I just have Saturday and Sundays off. I want to spend the Saturday cleaning, do it, but don't beat yourself up if you get tired or mostly worn out. Just don't worry, but don't get mad at yourself. Just, it's okay. It's okay. I'm James Lott Jr., Super Organizer. Super Organizer Show on Facebook, the SOS _show on Twitter. YouTube is JLJ Media, my online network. ALottaHelp.com is my website right now. Working on the other websites. That's the website right now. Everybody, happy spring cleaning. Take a look at your spaces and stay realistic at what you're willing to do or not do. And forgive yourself. It's not, you got there, things happen, you get there. It's no big